Good evening and welcome to another exciting episode with Mick. First things first. Oh, my skin. As promised, I've been using some of these beauty tips, and today, for those on my Facebook, there's not many on my Facebook, there's not many on here either, but I've used this, and it's a detoxification. I look like Batman actually when I put it on. So those who've seen pictures will be going, oh god. Anyway, so does it work? Do you see how the camera wobble then? Does it work? Yes and no. I do feel something different about my face. So I'm not going to get all soft and say, oh, it's so soft and gentle. No, it feels a bit smoother to touch, and it feels a little bit tingly. Not tingly bad, but quite good. So I'm not exactly whether it's took all the oxidants out. It's got like 50 odd years worth of oxidants. These are half the coal mines stuck on my face. Right, so it's pulled all old crap out of my face, and it does feel a little bit better. So I'm going to give it a 2 thumbs up on that one. I reckon that's not too bad. I think it's worked all right. Give everyone a laugh who's on Facebook and see picture. What is he doing now? Right. As you say, we're just keeping up to news. Something happened that was quite interesting. Anybody who's watched this know that I love space. So, and I do mention it quite often. I try to keep people up to date with what's happening in space and things like that. Now, because of the problems that are going on in the world, today the Russians, it was either today or late last night, the Russians said that they're not going to sell America engines for space rockets anymore. And the answer to that came from Elon Musk, because they said the Russians made a very silly comment. They said that you can carry on going to space on your broomsticks, which is not very nice, but you know, it's going to be tit for tat. I can see that all the way across. Anyway, so Elon Musk has said, well, okay, that's fine, fair enough. And in response, he hasn't done it, but I'm asking you, share this, because see if we can get him to do this. So he paints a broomstick on all his rockets as he's sending them all, because he's sending one a week. That's what SpaceX is trying to do, one a week this year. To get all these things up. But at the moment, the Russians, they've got, I think, 35 British satellites. So it may not be 35, or maybe it might be 2. I know there's 2. There's some figure mentioned. But it's quite a few, and they've said they're not going to launch them either. And that's coming from their new Guyana rocket base there. They said they're not going to send them up. So they've had this sort of money. Like, I know we're going to expect this because all the politicians are going tit for tat with each other. So anyway, so it's quite interesting. But if you can share it, let's get Elon Musk to paint a broomstick on all his rockets. I'll probably get myself in trouble for that one, but I've got broad shoulders. Right, it'll be all right. Anyway, what else have I got to catch up with this week? While we're on about this subject, I'll have a sip, still on me elderflower. Get down, shop and get it, it's lovely. Right, holidays are coming up. Some people have flown away, but now the airlines are. I live right under the flight path, I think you call it, for Manchester. So I know when holidays are getting busier because the more planes come over and check out. So I've noticed there's more planes coming in now. So it looks like things are picking up and getting a bit of normality after the COVID and the war and everything else that's going on. If we get alien invasion this year, we'll get the third time lucky. Right, so where to go on holiday? Now, for 2 years, if you have managed to get yourself away on holiday, you haven't been pinged or sent back or arrested or whatever, it's been the UK. And they've been absolutely fantastic holidays that people have gone on them, they've had them, they've enjoyed it. It's been really good for our economy as well. And I'm wondering how many people this year are going to do the same again. Are they going to go to Wales, Scotland, Lake District? I don't know. But what I would say is that I hope it's not going to be the same as abroad. Abroad, you have to be really careful now, because I've seen a couple of little scams going on, where there's sort of like lots of surcharges that you don't know about. So what I'm going to say is, when you're booking your holidays this year, no matter where you're going, make sure you ask about any surcharges or anything like that. We don't want you getting stung. You know, as I say, every time we come on, we try to save a little bit, something like that. So what I'm saying is, save something off your holidays this year. Make sure that you ask about surcharges. We don't want you be spending more money than you actually do. So, and there's not much more for this quick update. I think this one's like a 5 minute or something like that. You know, it's normally fairly quick with me. So, well, you know, I think that's it. Yeah, I'm going to start telling you some funny stories about when I was young as well. Some antics I used to get up to, because like, it's weird it may seem, but anybody on this planet really, nobody actually knows me for more than about 14 years. So because I've moved that many times all over the place, all over the planet. So I'll tell you some funny stories too, because it's ridiculous of it. All right, I hope good night.